I did it. It's already done. So watch it, enjoy it, and don't take it too seriously. It's just my opinion, right? Just like my opinion of you guys watching it. Bunch of great people. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe. Take care. Have a good day, night, evening, morning, blah, 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 blah. So I just finished my Resident Evil marathon from January and February 2026. So some of the games, a lot of the games are fresh in my head. What do you think, chat? After replaying games again, sometimes you just get different feelings from them, you know? Not the ones I play, like, replay all the time, because that's different. I feel like that's almost a separate category in itself. Replay. The most replayed Resident Evil games, or my most replayed. God, how do I even start this? Resident Evil 1 is just peak. It's hard not to put Resident Evil 1, the original, at the top, because it started it all. It's just amazing. And it's so replayable. Barry is great every time I play that game. It's funny as hell. What is RE1 weak at? I'm trying to think. What do I hate about RE1? Playing RE1 original. Is it too short? No. I think it's just the right amount. It's like the right amount. Some of the sewers is really quick. I could have made it a bit longer. But they did do that in the remake. RE1 remake. This is so hard to decide. I guess I should just put up a few games and then just stick them to. Well, obviously I gotta put like RE2, which is my favorite, at the top because that's my favorite. I can't even like argue that because it's too good. I love it. I love those 4 scenarios. Claire and Leon. I love both those characters. Kendo, Marvin, Annette. Birkin's a great boss. The multiple times you fight him. G-Mutants. RPD is a fantastic location. Lots of great areas. The basement. And the sewers again. More sewers in the labs. The streets at the start of the game is amazing too. How you can split A and B scenario. My god, there's just so much good shit in RE2 original. I love it. I just love it to bits. Director's Cut? I don't know why the fuck Director's Cut is here. I mean, I like Director's Cut, but it's not like the original. Okay. I don't know. That's a strange one. Because I can enjoy Director's Cut, but it's like the soundtrack is so ass. I don't know if I should put it into flawed though. It is enjoyable, but is it flawed? I don't know. It's still a great game, I think. I might change where that is in a bit. We'll see. Because that's just a different version of RE1. RE3 is great too. I love RE3. It's definitely up there. Like, the OGs are just god tier. I love them. And like Nemesis and all the different ways you can interact with Nemesis in 3 is just incredible. Jill is just the one campaign though, which is I guess what makes it more interesting. Flawed because of the soundtrack. I hate the clown music basement track, but at the same time I love it because it's so bad, you know? It's so bad it's good kind of a thing. Maybe put it there. Let's see. Survivor. Survivor is definitely flawed but enjoyable. That feels like, yeah, like the biggest flaws of Survivor is short. It's more of like an arcade game. I suppose it is a story game. It's just, it's told in a very simple way. A very simple story. The really bad guys on the island turning children into creatures or whatever it is. It's horrible, like the actual story behind it. Nemi is the best boss. Yeah, and Nemesis is an insanely good boss. That's why a lot of people were, you know, disappointed with 3 remake. You see, I couldn't even put RE3 remake in terrible here, just thinking about it now. I think it's major problems. Like, the major problems are missing a lot of the game. Like, but it's not a terrible game. Like, that's reserved for, do we have Umbrella Corps here? Yeah, that's reserved for Umbrella Corps. That's fucking shit. I don't even need to explain why this is absolutely fucking stank. Fucking stink of a game. Absolutely rubbish. Yeah, like every time he, like originally when he jumped through the window, it scared the crap out of me. Like when I was younger, definitely, because I wasn't that good. I was really bad at Resident Evil when I was younger. So I barely played any of RE3 when I was young. I only fully played it when I was streaming. Like, where was I? Survivor. Okay, flawed but enjoyable. Survivor is, yes. Ark Thompson, we love his voice. There's a great voice. Let me think. Location-wise, it's cool. It's on its own island, which has its own, you know, areas specific to it. It's really cool. I really wish they would remake Survivor into something different, because they could do whatever they wanted with it. They could make an insanely fun, simple game. I don't know if they would, like, would they stick with first person? I would prefer if they went third person, or both, since, you know, RE9 is both. They could easily do that now. They could make
But they could also make it like have a bonus mode in it to be like an arcade where you can just like run through the game and kill the enemies and stuff. Like they could do that. And of course, it could be a completely different game though if they remake it. But I'd love it if they did. Same with like Gaiden. There's a bunch here that like they could make new interpretations or link them to the story, link them to other games in a interesting way, you know, just to have more of the characters. Like Gaiden I want more of, obviously, because Barry's in it and Leon, evil Leon, or whatever you call it at the end of the game. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself again. All right, Survivor though is flawed but enjoyable. It's too short, but they could have done more with it. Umbrella Corps off the list. It's not really a Resident Evil game, is it though? It's called Umbrella Corps. So it doesn't even have Resident Evil in the title, but it is linked. I wouldn't say it's canon. Code Veronica, I love it. I don't know, is it S tier for me? It's the second half that lets it down, because you just go through the area with Chris, and it's just the same areas that Claire went through. Like, it would have been cooler if there was new areas with Chris, new bosses and stuff. Well, there is some bosses that are different. I do love Code Veronica though, and Wesker is amazing. Like, I'm glad that there was a Code Veronica X version of it, because, you know, that was amazing. Yeah, I'm hoping for a Code Veronica remake. That would be... And they could use the same Wesker voice actor and stuff. I mean, they could be recording it right now. We don't know about it. Wonder who would voice Chris, though. Would it be your man again from Village? Or would they get someone different because it's a younger Chris? But yeah, I mean, I think it is a flawed game, Code Veronica. But because I'm a Resident Evil fan, this is where it is for me. It's a great game. It's not peak because... I don't know, there's something like different with the movement on this game. It is the first PS2 of the Resident Evils. There's something funky with the movement. Like, it feels smoother to play RE3. Like, the way Jill moves in that feels and looks smoother. But in this, there's a bit of jank as well, in my opinion. Like, the way that Claire and Chris move. Steve, I like Steve. A lot of people hate Steve, and I don't blame them at all. I don't blame you at all. I don't blame you at all. Poor Steve, man. See, they could also do a really good story with Steve. They could make him more likable like Ashley was in the 4 remake. So there's also that. That'd be a bonus. Obviously, Code Veronica is worse than Code Veronica X because there's less Wesker. What is this? Oh, this is Gun Survivor. This one is... Is this absolutely terrible? It's not great. Because this game is just an arcade game. And it's just the same story as Code Veronica. Major problems? Probably would make sense because it's just an arcade shooter. It's not really story-based. It's hard to put it into this list because it's like, what am I grading this list as? A story? Am I grading this as just a Resident Evil game? Like, what's a Resident Evil game? Usually a Resident Evil game has a story, so this one just falls flat because it's just a rehashed version of Code Veronica in a really fast-paced, not making any sense kind of way. So, yeah, major problems is probably right. Even on a bad day, I could probably sort of enjoy that game, even though it's rubbish. Like, I would never go out of my way to play that game. As part of a marathon, though, I could fit it in there for a bit. Like it has a similar flaw with Survivor, that it's very arcadey, where you just run through things and shoot them and then keep going. But at least Survivor has like story and cutscenes and whatnot. Like, there is cutscenes in Survivor too, but it's just introducing a boss or... Anyway, Gaiden, I would put it in flawed but enjoyable, but it's a very hard game to get into that, Gaiden. It's definitely better than Code Veronica 2, yeah. Let's put it there for now. I didn't play it in this marathon because I didn't get around to it, and I didn't really want to play it in this marathon. We'll replay it another time after RE9 has settled a bit. I do like Gaiden with Barry. It's fun to play as Barry. The soundtrack is amazing, and I'll take that to my grave, because you guys might have your ears bleed, which, you know, is fine. I let my ears bleed a bit when I'm playing Gaiden, you know. It's a bleeding it's a fucking 8-bit soundtrack, you know. It's like, what do you can't complain about that, because you never fucking had to make a soundtrack for an 8-bit game, all right? You try and make an 8-bit game with a good soundtrack that doesn't fucking blow your ears off, then I will, you know, I'll take your criticism then. RE1 Remake. I mean, it's hard not to put this at the top, really, isn't it? But what is it ahead of? RE1 Remake is just phenomenal. Director's Cut, Gaiden, and Swift all cause... There's no separate category for ear bleeding. I'm just wondering, which do I prefer? The original? I probably prefer the original Resident Evil to the remake. I think RE3 is my second favorite. Yeah, I think that's true. I think it is. Although, no, maybe RE4. I still haven't picked RE4 here. RE4 is probably my second, and then 3 would be my third favorite. I think that's how I'd do it. And then the original Resident Evil 1, and then RE2 remake. I'd say that's my top 5, just thinking about it now. I think that seems about right. Just like in overall replayability and just fun. Like, that's how I would put that. RE0. Flawed but enjoyable. Definitely RE0. What can we say more about RE1 remake, though? Like, it's just an absolutely amazing remake. Does everything from the original and more. Adds like defensive items and adds more story with at least Trevor. Adds more environments. The music is amazing in that game too. So it got a different soundtrack to the original Resident Evil. We have like all the extra modes afterwards. When you unlock it, you get the invisible mode where there's invisible enemies. Really difficult. You get the one crazy zombie forest chasing you around that can blow you up at any moment, which is really friggin' annoying, but it's great. You got the Crimson Heads as well. Crimson Heads are friggin' goated. I love Crimson Heads. Crimson Heads are a great boss, or great enemy. RE1, I think that's all I can say about RE1 remake. Ah, dead aim. Oh wait, no, sorry, RE0, right, RE0 is next. Flawed but enjoyable, yes. Main reasons is flawed but enjoyable. 2 characters you gotta control, which is kind of awkward. The inventory size is really small for both characters. There's 6 slots? 6 slots. And then you gotta carry the hook shot through the entire game, which is just fucking annoying. It's the awful boss fights, you know. The bat boss fight is just horrible. Eliminators, another horrible enemy. The leechmen. They're all kind of cool enemies, but they're horrible to deal with because the gameplay is a bit... Yeah, it's a bit tricky sometimes. Like, and the stun lock in RE0 is also annoying. When you get like hit by an eliminator, annoyingly slow reaction. I mean, the boss also is very goofy, but I wouldn't call that a flaw. I would just call that kind of a silly Resident Evil thing. I like Billy Cohen. I like Billy Cohen a lot. He's a great character. Rebecca is peak. That's Officer Chambers to you. Love Rebecca. She's great. Great character. Soundtrack is also just as good as RE1 remake. Well, it's not as good. Dead Aim. That's another probably flawed but enjoyable. It's not a terrible game, Dead Aim. I don't think it's that bad. It's just shit Leon and shit Ada Wong. Like, I don't even think they're that good. It's fun. Like, it's a fun, silly game. It's short. It's sort of like Survivor. I think I preferred Survivor over Zero, honestly. I think Zero's a better game, though. Yeah, let's do it that way. So Dead Aim is third. Dead Aim is like, it's a bit like Gaiden. It's on a ship. There's some over-the-top cutscenes. Some over-the-top shit. It's like straight out of Matrix, but it is around that era where it was in the early 2000s that it came out. What's his bloody name again? I've actually forgotten his name. What's your man's name in Dead Aim? Brian. Is it Brian? Oh, shit. Fong Ling or something is your one's name. Oh, the super really annoying enemies in Dead Aim as well. When you're in the dark near the end of the game, and those stupid like gamma hunters or something. God, they're annoying as fuck. That section's horrible. That one could do with a remake as well. Like, that would be fun if they did like a remake of Dead Aim, but like they have that like that new RE2 remake gun shooter thing. They could like update the graphics and make it like that. I think that would be a lot of fun for some people. I think that would. Bruce, there you go. Thank you, Jamie. Bruce, right? That's his name. Bruce and Fong. I love how it's like Fong instead of Wong. Ada Wong. Come on. Okay, Outbreak games. I do like Outbreak. I think they're great games. I think they are flawed though, in my opinion. They are flawed because they came out at the wrong time. Yeah, I would kind of rate them equally, even though like I'm not sure which one did I say I prefer. Was it File 2 or File 1? I feel like I combined them into one game in my head. Like they're just the one game, both Outbreaks, even though there's like different factors of course in them. I'm trying to think. I like obviously it's all around Raccoon City, and then some of it is like pre-Raccoon City, some of it's, you know, backstory, some of it's extra stuff added onto like RE2 in the labs with the below freezing point. Then there's obviously the RPD one with Marvin. That's a great episode too. I love that because you get to explore the RPD again in a different kind of era. You have like 3 different eras or maybe 4 if you count. I suppose it's not really 4. I was going to say if you count the Chronicles games where they actually give you like another view of the RPD, but that's a separate thing. I like Alyssa in the game. I like Mark. Kevin Ryman's good. Yoko, Jay's favorite. I do like the characters. Cindy, I didn't play much with her, but she's really fun to play as. They're all kind of alright, but like the game itself is just something I just can't just jump into and play myself because it's very slow and it's just difficult. Obviously, if I just played it a couple of times, I'd probably be fine. If I could play it a couple of times myself with people, I would probably get to know it off by heart, like, and try and do different kind of runs of it, harder runs and stuff. But I've only ever played it on normal. Yeah, what else can I say about Outbreak? It's great though. Like the biggest thing is like how it would be an insanely good multiplayer game. Like that's like the peak thing about Outbreak is it would be insane if it came out now. If they just even re-released it, remastered it, came out now, and people would play it, it would do really well. A remake would also do really well because they have all the assets, you know, from 2 remake, 3, 4, and like RE1 remake even, or whatever, you know, how they want to use it. If they did more with RE3 remake, obviously, the environments, it would be even better. But, you know, they didn't do so much with RE3. That's the Outbreak games. Okay, RE4. My second favorite game, I would say, yeah, my second favorite. Because I've played this insane amount of times, RE4 OG. I love it. Love it to bits. I played it a million times on PS2 when it first came out. Played it a lot. Also, I bought it on PS2, and I bought it on PS3 when it was digital, and I bought it on PS4 when it was digital. I bought it on Steam because, you know, it's one of those super ported games to everything like Skyrim. What can I say about RE4? We just played it yesterday, the remake anyway, but great game. The gameplay is just fun. It's the first time it was the innovator when it came to third-person shooters. It basically started a whole genre of games starring Leon, my favorite character in Resident Evil, and the hair. I think that was that's the first time I think they really noticed the hair, because I don't think in the original RE2 there was really people talking about Leon's hair, but then in RE4 they were like, let's put more physics into Leon's hair, you know? You know, that's an idea. Game is super long though, and like it does have its issues because like you come to these areas in the game and you're like, oh, not this bit. Oh, not this bit. Oh, fuck, I hate this bit. Next bit's coming up. There's a lot of sections in there like that, but like the village is just the goated section of that game. I just love playing the village section. A lot of the castle's fine too. It's just certain, you know, like I said, bits where you're like, oh, not this bit. You know, I've played it for so many years now. I know how to deal with most of the sections. It's just annoying little bits and pieces. Ashley's annoying. A lot of people dislike her. I mean, she's all right, I guess. Just mute her. Merchant, unbelievable character in the Resident Evil games. We love the Merchant. What can we say about the Merchant? Got a lot of good things on sale, stranger. Biohazard. What's here next? Umbrella Chronicles. Where do I put this? I think Umbrella is pretty solid. It's a hard game, but I think it's a great game. Flawed but enjoyable. Great game. I think it's a great game. Like, if you like rail shooters, it's a great game. And it's not as annoying as Darkside Chronicles, which I'm definitely putting into flawed because of how annoying the fuck the camera was in that game. My god. It would piss off anyone. Like, I mean, it's fun, but it's just the camera would drive me mad. Like, I couldn't play it like a lot because of the camera. The camera just annoys the hell out of me. Like, I would like to play the Krauser version of the story. When I first played it, I think I was okay with it, but like when you switch to the Umbrella Chronicles and how stable the camera is, it's much more fun. Like all the cool stuff in Umbrella Chronicles. Like, you get to play as Wesker and give him a bit more of a backstory, which is amazing, which is great. You play it through 0, play through 1 remake, and then you play like Wesker's specific mission. Then there's the extra mission with Jill and Chris at the end. Oh, then there's RE3, of course. RE3's in that as well. I think that's it, isn't it? RE3, RE1 remake, and RE0. I think that's what's in Umbrella Chronicles, and the Wesker extra stuff on top of the Chris and Jill last mission extra stuff. Yeah, I think that's correct. I'm just going through a tier list here. talking about all the Resident Evil games I was playing in the marathon. Okay, so that covers Umbrella Chronicles, and it's fun. It's fun on the move. You can also play it on the Wii as well. I know people like playing it. Okay, RE5, we played that recently. I really enjoy RE5. I played it a lot when it first came out with Chris and with Sheva. Sheva's a great character, but she's only in the one game, unfortunately. Just a bit like Carlos from RE3. Oh, I didn't really talk about Nikolai in RE3, did I? I kind of skipped over RE3. I didn't talk much about it. But yeah, Nikolai was great in RE3. RE5 anyway. Back to Sheva. Sheva's great. Co-op stuff in 5 is fantastic. One of the best co-op games, I think we all agree. It's already been said a million times. Just the replayability of the game is insanely good. You can do it on the harder difficulties. You can do the side. The DLC is great too. Lost in Nightmares, a bit more backstory. Desperate Escape is just a little extra add-on. It's not as good as Lost in Nightmares, but it's still good. Chris is obviously super buffed up. Where do I put this though? I'd say I put it in great games. Definitely not as good as Code Veronica for me. Yeah, so let's put it there. That feels right. That feels right for me. It's not a fun game though. It's a really good game. I really like it. This is going to be a list that, you know, people will disagree with, and I completely understand. You guys know. Well, people in my chat will understand. For the most part, you know. Is that all we can say? Oh yeah, obviously that's the end of Wesker in the original storyline. With the volcano and stuff. I thought it was really cool. Was it the best ending for Wesker? Maybe not. This is obviously where you get the meme with Chris punching the boulder too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like the story overall, I think. I mean, it's probably a bit flawed. I still think it's a great game though. Overall it's a great game. Great characters. Irving's in it. He's fucking hilarious. Bit of a goofball. Okay, Dark Side is definitely going into flawed but enjoyable. Man, I would put that after Dead Aim. Yeah, I think Dead Aim is more fun than Dark Side Chronicles. Mostly for like the camera is not fucking shaking all the time. Dark Side is great because it covers RE2 though. RE2 and Code Veronica and the Operation Javier. The 3 major storylines in it is really nice. And then there's obviously the extra stuff with Krauser being the villain, which is a cool thing. You get to hear like their thought process and everything. Very nice idea, definitely for a game. It's kind of strange that they didn't really apply it to a normal story-based game like, you know, like Resident Evil, Code Veronica, or 4 or 3, whereas it's on its own in this little voice. It's kind of fun. It's interesting. A lot of these flawed ones just have, they're trying different things. Survivor was like the first time it did first person. Outbreak is the first time it was kind of online and playing with people. Zero was the first time it was like 2 characters in a fixed camera like environment. It's like it's always trying something different. Like Dark Side, like I said, tried that with where they were talking in their head, both Leon and Krauser, and obviously all the shaky camera shit and stuff. Okay, 3D Mercenaries. I have not played it, so I will leave it there. It's Mercenaries. I don't see how that could be bad. I would like. It's hard to put it in this list though, because this I feel is a story list. This shouldn't be in this list, but if I was going to put it in, I'd probably put it into the middle one here, flawed but enjoyable. Mercenaries in 6. I played Mercenaries in 6 with Drew, and we were having a great time, even though 6 is a bit of a pain in the arse. Revelations 1, I dislike that a lot. I'm putting it down here. I don't think it's like the worst game ever. My major problem is that you just keep changing character, and you have all these stupid fucking Aegis in there. Like Dumbass and Fuckhead, whatever their names are, I keep forgetting. I don't mind Parker though. Parker's alright. The stuff with Jill is okay. And I feel like the story is a bit of a mess though. Veltro, what is it, like the FBC and O'Brien, Clive R. O'Brien or whatever his name is. I just don't care about them that much. Like, I just don't. Jessica is just this unnecessary just bitch character, and then she's just gagging for Chris's cock. Like Tweedledee and Tweedledum, yeah, those 2 guys, I hate them so much. This is me just saying I hate this game. It's like, it might not be the worst game in this list, probably should be above Dead Aim maybe. For me personally, I don't like it. Actually, I even think Gaiden is probably better than that. Fucking hell. Okay, maybe not Gaiden. Gaiden is Game Boy, like, but that's one of the major problems with Gaiden, is that it's on the Game Boy, like. Revelations 1. Trying to think of all the things, like I'm trying to think of some good things about Revelations 1. Raid mode is good in Revelations 1 and 2. Like, that's a lot of fun because you can play online with people, and just keep leveling up your character and unlocking stuff. And it's a very big grind, though. It's a big grind. Yeah, people enjoy it a lot. I know. I don't. I haven't played it a bit. I think I streamed it a little bit at one point, trying to do lots of the raid stuff. Yeah, I don't really want to talk much more about Revelations. I hate all the underwater stuff in Revelations 2. I mean, the controls for playing underwater is fine, I guess. I just hate being in underwater environments. Like, I think the game would have been better if it wasn't broken up all over the place. Like, if I could just play from the ship section and just go to the end of the ship. What's the fucking big boss in that game? I can't remember his name. So you finish the ship bit and then you go with Chris and then you do the underwater other ship that's sunk and then you fight the main boss. Like, that would have been fine. I think it would have been higher on my list, but all the extra side shite that I just didn't care about, like, they could have just like told us about the FBC stuff, and I don't know, I just don't like it. I'm sure people here, some people might like it, but I don't like it. I just don't like the game. But Jill's butt does look amazing in it, alright? That's 1 point. They made her ass like massive in that game. Operation Raccoon City is the next one, which I didn't play in this marathon. It's a simple, fun game. It's probably better than Darkside, I would say. Better than Darkside Chronicles. It's flawed but enjoyable. It's outside of like the story though, because you know you can kill Leon in it, or Ash, or Claire, whatever it is. I think it's Leon that you can kill at the end of the game. But there's some cool stuff in it, like there's Nemesis and there's Mr. X and there's lots of turrets and stuff. It's a fun like multiplayer game. Like you can have a bit of crack talking to people and playing the game. It kind of takes place during like RE2 and 3. That's lots of cool stuff. There's like a shitload of Mr. X. Isn't there loads of Mr. X's or something in one part of the mission? I think there is. I know you gotta fight Nemesis at one point, and then there's a whole like hunters are like massive as well in the game. I might give it another choice. I can kill Leon. Oh hell yeah. It's only the bit at the very end. It can be really annoying though on the harder difficulties when I was playing it, but overall it's like it's an okay fun game. Like I said, flawed but enjoyable. It's not something I would tell anyone to rush out and buy though, unless they have like friends that play Resident Evil games and they want to play something with their friends. But like obviously, you know, RE5 or RE6 is probably a better fit for that kind of thing, or Outbreak if they can get it working on PC. Those games are much more enjoyable. Okay, 6 is the next one. What can I say about 6? I'm gonna put it in flawed but enjoyable, mostly because I actually enjoyed it this marathon. I did enjoy. I had some fun with it. I just didn't like the fucking Leon campaign as much anymore. I thought it was really annoying and it dragged on. I think that definitely brings it down a notch. I think it's still pretty enjoyable. Like, was it above Operation Raccoon City? With the amount of content in it, I kind of have to put it above that. Yeah, I feel like because of all the content in the game, it's just because of all the content in the game, it's just insanely. It's just the content is king. Like in that game, like the mercenaries, there's so many different modes in it. There's 4 different campaigns. Even though some of the camera work and stuff is really annoying. Like normally, a couple of years ago, I would easily put this at the bottom, like alongside Umbrella Corps. But I've grown to just enjoy what I like about it, and you know, just ignore the stuff that I don't like about it. Like a lot of the stuff that I hate in it is just like the camera. The camera just pisses me off sometimes. Like it always forces you to look at something. You can get hit during that moment. Running over Jamie with the snowmobile is top tier. Yeah, like I said, that's like a high point for RE6. The content and like having someone else to play that game with is just phenomenal. Like you can do any of the stories with someone. You can play any of the multiplayer things. Like there's a lot of cool modes. Like there's the mode where you can play as Ushtanak and chase down people, and there's kill lots of zombies, and someone else does the same, but it affects how you play and they play. So like you'd spawn into your own map, and then if you do better than the other person, he gets more zombies or more enemies. There's some cool stuff like there. There's a lot of cool stuff. Much better than Reverse and like Resistance, when they could have put more thought into Resistance. Like some of it in Resistance was good, but I'm just trying to compare it comparatively with other Resident Evil games of a similar kind of style, which I guess I would compare the Mercenaries with Resistance and Reverse, and maybe not with Outbreak, because Outbreak is more story based, and I hate Helena. I dislike Pierce a lot. Helena's worse, but I dislike Pierce. Jake's campaign was actually surprisingly fun. I enjoyed that one this time around. Ada's was annoying. I'm trying to think how I would do it. I probably put Jake's at the top then. God, what do I put second? Chris? God. Jake, Chris, and then I guess Leon, and then Ada. Yeah, That's probably how I'd rate the campaigns. But Jake's obviously, you know, she has Sherry Birkin as well, which, you know, she's pretty cool. And she's in RE9, as we can see. Revelations 2 is the next one. I like it because of Barry. Do I put it into great games? Would I play 0 or Rev 2? Which one would I like more? I probably would play 0 more than Rev 2, even though 0 is hard to play too. It's just 2 is just so long, and then there's Moira. Like, if I could just play like just Barry's campaign, like if you had the option at the end of the game, okay, so you beat both scenarios. Like if you had the option to just play Barry's or just play Claire's, although I know obviously it makes sense, like that you have to play it the normal way so that the story makes sense. But like afterwards when you finish the game, you should be able to just play Barry's and just play Claire's. But I hope you guys are enjoying it. Anyway, if you are enjoying it, like the stream. I like Barry's storyline in it. I do like Alex Wesker. There's some cool stuff in there. Like there's a lot of cool stuff in there. It is annoying. Like the downfall might be the switching the characters sometimes. Like playing as Moira and Claire, I think is a bit better because Moira can attack with her crowbar and she can run away. I feel like you're kind of weak when you're with the girl, but I suppose for the most part the girl does avoid the enemies when you're playing as Barry, so it's not a huge issue like switching characters. It's just every now and again it's kind of annoying. When you play the game, I think when you like keep playing the game and you know the game off, I think it's probably less annoying. Rev 2. Yeah, Rev 2 is a solid game. It's a solid game. But I think I'd prefer to play RE0. That's how I kind of look at this. It's just like, what would I prefer to play? I mean, I probably would prefer to play 0 over Umbrella Chronicles. I probably should put this over here at Great Games, but it is flawed because of, like I said, the hook shot. The stun lock is incredibly annoying in that game, but it's still a good game. Okay, 7. 7, I like 7. I do like 7. It's just the boat section sucks balls because you got to do the boat section like twice in a row. But I would probably put it in Great Games, I think, because I do like replaying it, and it's a big game for my channel because it basically started me on the road to Resident Evil on my channel. Like that's where all the Resident Evil stuff started. I started off with the Resident Evil demo with the dummy finger and stuff, and I grew an audience there, and Wesker raided me a couple of times there, which helped me grow a bit. It was definitely an important game for my channel, for sure. A lot of people came to my streams because of it. But about the game itself, let's focus on that, obviously. I like Ethan. I mean, I know a lot of people don't because he's not that interesting, which I get. Because I guess that's the whole thing with the you don't get to see his face shit. It's confusing. Some people just can't get behind it. I don't fully understand it. I don't hate it, but I don't fully get it as well at the same time. The RE resurgence, yeah, this was like the thing that brought back people to Resident Evil after a lot of people didn't like 6, even though 6 sold extremely well. It was one of the big ones to actually sell. RE6 did, even though for some reason it also killed, along with Umbrella Corps, obviously, which we've already gone over. We don't need to say anything about Umbrella Corps. That came out after 6, and it was just terrible. 25th anniversary for Resident Evil was this fucking piece of shit Umbrella Corps game. Just had a few areas from different Resident Evils, but then the gameplay was just fucking weird. It didn't even feel like any of the other Resident Evil games. It was like a first-person game, but you could see the character in third person. It's just a bizarre thing. It's just a terrible game. You can have fun with friends, yes. I have played and streamed this on my account with friends, playing multiplayer, and I've had fun with it. But I still know in my heart and soul it's a shit game. It's a terrible game. It has like some Wesker skins and all sorts of other things. The single-player mode in it is fucking toxic. It makes you hate even more how the gameplay is in that, because you can die so easily and stuff. Sample obtained. This one's mine. Back to RE7. Great game. I like Jack Baker, standout character. Marguerite's also really good. Lucas. I like all 3 of the characters because they're both 3 different aspects of like horror. Like, because Jack Baker is like the stalker enemy that's, I don't know how you'd say it. He's like a Jason or a Freddy or something. I don't know. But then there's like Marguerite, and she's all bugs and stuff. And Lucas is all like setting traps for you and, you know, making you do puzzles and stuff. And then there's like I said, the Mia section, which is just nobody's interested in it. Like, there was a thing basically when I streamed that game, when I think a lot of people stream that game, is when you get to the boat, your audience just goes to sleep and disappears, leaves, because they don't want to see the boat section, because the boat section's boring, just awful. Like, I don't like even playing it, because first you have to get to the boat, and then you gotta like watch the video, which you have to replay the boat again. and then you come back out of the video and you're doing the boat again, and then you're finally back with Ethan, and it's like, oh, thank God. Even though there's like not much left of the game though, like it's just literally you just got to fight your way back to the house and then fight Evelyn. But yeah, the second part of the game definitely falls off, but it's still a really good game, like up to the point where you beat Jack the third time, where he's like a giant fucking black Ouroboros creature thing, even though he's not Ouroboros, he's mold. But you know, great game though. And the DLCs, it's actually here, the DLCs are here. It says banned footage, but I don't know why they didn't put Not a Hero and Into Zoe, because I like Not a Hero. It's a pretty decent campaign. And Into Zoe is just, it's a fun campaign. I don't know where I'd put it. Would I put it the same? I'd probably put it just over here a little bit. I mean, it's probably about the same, I'd say. There's a lot of awesome like DLC though with that game. There's like, you know, Jack's birthday. There's the Ethan Must Die mode, which is just to make you get angry, which we've beaten. Yeah, like I said, End of Zoe and Not a Hero, 2 proper story campaigns, which is really good. Not a Hero focuses on Chris and like Lucas which is nice because then you get to actually kill Lucas at the end with some guns and shoot him and stuff. Yeah, that's what we want, right? And then Into Zoe, we turn into Jack's brother, and he's just a lean, mean boxing machine. Another interesting take, another thing that they just like to try. You know, I think they did okay with, like, it's not like super popular, but it is fun. Then there's like The Bedroom and the Daughters, which is a prequel to RE7, which is I really like. Bedroom is also quite fun. It's like a puzzly thing. What else is there? Night Terror, isn't it? That's like the mercenary style mode. And 21, which is like the card game. Again, another fun side mode. But all that stuff, like, it's great, like, that they have all the time for that DLC. That's why I thought we'd get more DLC with RE8, but we kind of only got Shadows of Rose and a bunch of mercenary stuff, even though people didn't like that mercenary so much. I thought it was okay mercenary, but definitely not as good as the RE4 remake mercenary stuff. Oh my god, I'm talking a lot, chat. I am talking a lot. Holy shit. I talked me arse off. Okay, RE2 remake. Love this game. Love this game to bits. I don't know. I think it's up here for me. What did I say earlier? RE3, then RE2 remake, and then RE1. Yeah, I think that's like my top 5. That seems right. 2 original, 4, 3, 2 remake, and then 1 original. Ah, they're all so good though. Like all these games, all 6 of these games here are peak. Like they're just peak fucking games. Peak Resident Evil. Peak. Resident Evil 2 remake. I mean, what can I say about that? Like it remakes RE2. It's not as good story-wise, I think, as the original game. And how diverse it is when you make decisions and do different things. Because, like, it's just the same campaign twice, the B scenarios. There's only, like, that extra bit at the end where you fight... That's right, yeah, G5 in the train cart. And then there's obviously just the small difference in puzzles and item positions. But for the most part, like, everything else is the same with the bosses. That's definitely its biggest downfall, is the B scenarios. And maybe the lack of, like, Claire and Leon meeting each other. Because they only meet each other, like, twice. At the start and at the end. And then they don't really talk. Whereas I think in the original, they meet at least one more time. Or they talk at least on a radio a couple of times, you know. They have more character story-wise. The other thing that I love about RE2 Remake, though, is... just the gore and stuff. I love how it feels just like shooting zombies and how thick they are. I know it seems ridiculous. Like RE1 remake also, like the zombies were tanky there too. Like, and then even after that they became crimson. So like it's almost the same in a way because they're so thick and juicy and delicious to destroy. Sorry, I mean, like they'd be tanking shots. They'd be soaking in the bullets in 2 remake. Same with like the lickers. Like the lickers are tanky bastards as well. Like if you think of any of the enemies from 2 remake into the original, like you could kill them so much easier. But it makes sense when you compare like RE1 and RE1 remake. Because like RE1 remake, the zombies are also super tanky and annoying, just like the fucking enemies from 2 remake to 2 OG. Like, and I just love using the knife as well in RE2 remake. Like the fact that it's tied to the frames, that's like more of a glitchy thing. You also get hunk in that when you beat the game, and you get tofu and all the different tofus. That's really cool. I like, and they all have like different weapons and stuff. Just a cool extra thing. And they added I wish they would have added more DLC though. Like they only added like Ghost Survivors, isn't it? The Ghost Survivors with all the 3 different kind of not really story campaign things. They're kind of just add-on things, which they could have done proper actual stories instead of what they did, which was just these like still images with text and stuff, which is kind of garbage. When they could have actually. You love Flan, yeah, Flan is great. Is he the one with the flamethrower? Mr. X was insanely popular. Like there's so many mods, and also yeah, that's another thing. Mods with RE2 Remake was like a massive fucking deal. Like the amount of skin mods for RE2 Remake when that game came out. Like Thomas the Tank Engine, DMX, the music for Mr. X, the friggin' X gonna give it to you because, you know, Mr. X is fucking giving it to you in that fucking game. Like when he's chasing you, like he's annoying as hell. There was such an insane amount of mods just for like Claire and Leon stuff. I'm just thinking of all the good, positive, cool outfits that they can add, which they're still adding to this day. Like, and it's still a highly streamed game and a highly replayed game, like, because it's just fun. It's a really fun game. You just jump into it and you're already into the action like really quickly in 2, which is different from RE7 because like it takes you ages to get into the fucking game. You have to like talk to Mia, and then you got to go through all the Mia stuff and then do the Mia fight, and then finally you're there with the Bakers in the house, and then you can have some fun and killing some enemies and stuff. But like in RE2 Remake, you literally bam, you're in the gas station. Then next minute you're in the middle of the street running away from zombies and you're fucking in action. I suppose that's why 7 is probably more survival horror, and like RE2 Remake is more action horror survival. Yeah, I had like the Big Boss skin as well in RE2 Remake, and there's a Solid Snake one too, yeah. God, I could keep going on about RE2 Remake. There's so many cool mods. I love Claire's character in it. I love Sherry, the way they redid Sherry. That was good. Ada's really fucking cool in that as well, with her fucking trench coat, with her glasses and stuff. I like that new look, and then obviously she gets rid of that look later on when she covers Leon with it when he gets shot. I like the environments a lot. Like this is the second game from the RE engine, obviously, and I love the RE engine. Great. And we're still on the RE engine now for RE9. I wonder will the one after that be on the next engine, whichever that is called. I thought it was called the Rex engine, but maybe that was false information. One of our 1.5 concept artwork. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, but that's cool that they did that. That's sick. Yeah, because they also added the Elsa Walker outfit for Claire too, as a bonus costume, which is really cool. I like that. They could have done stuff like that for bloody, like, RE3 Remake. Like, they could have given Jill her, like, the white outfit. I mean, people have to mod it in now, but, you know, the white outfit that was, like, a concept art with the, like, one of her legs is missing. Oh, so many cool stuff. And the Rick Grimes fucking, outfit for Leon. Like, there's just such cool stuff in RE2 Remake. I love it. I love RE2 Remake to bits. Anyway, let's go to RE3. Where do I put this now? It's not terrible. It's not a terrible game. Major problems? RE3 does have major problems. Or is it just flawed but enjoyable? I do like playing, like, I could replay RE3 probably more than... maybe there? Could put it in there. I'm gonna put this down to major problems just because I fucking hate the camera. That's a major problem for me. Yeah, RE3, I mean, what can we say about RE3 that hasn't been said 100 million times? No clock tower. Bad. Nemesis is only in his normal form for like half the game, and then he turns into the fucking swamp creature. The creature from the Black Lagoon. And if I have to edit this, I'm gonna have to cut out so many RE3 Nemi. I didn't mind the nose thing. A lot of people got really annoyed with the nose of Nemesis on his face. Like, I didn't even see that. I didn't even think about that. I don't care about that. If people care about that, it's fine. You go and care about it. But to me, it's not a factor in how he looks. Like, I understand, though, the factor of him looking like a plastic bag, though. He definitely doesn't look as cool as he does in his original outfit from RE3 original. Like, that looks like a cool fucking black trench coat he's wearing. And then he's got, like, all the veins and stuff. So you can see it in this picture here on the top. He's got like the big huge kind of giant vein coming out of him. In this, like, I do like the mechanicalness of how he sounds in it, though. When you shoot, like, you shoot him and you take him down and you can hear that breathing and the kind of the motor running. Like, I do like that kind of stuff. That's cool too. It's a different concept. Like bin liner, yeah, he is just covered in bin. Like that's like definitely one of the big issues with like RE3 and Nemesis is he's not as formidable as the original Nemi, because he was always in different rooms and following you. But I think that's also the problem with that, like, not happening and not meeting Nemesis as much is because RE3 is so short and there's not as much of an area to go and have him chase you. Like, he doesn't chase you around the city as much because the city isn't as big as it is in the original. Well, he drops his items like he does in the original game. Like, so you get the different and the extra additions, but they're different like items. They're just upgrades for your weapons. I suppose they are the same. They were kind of upgrades because you had to collect all the eagle pieces and the shotgun pieces. Gammas, I like the gammas in RE3 Remake. Gammas are pretty cool. A lot of the stuff with Nemi was kind of story orientated or forced. Like she comes out of the sewers and Nemi just grabs her and throws her, and then he goes into the construction site and you fight him there. The standout thing for this game, right? Standout thing for this game is definitely the music. The music is so good in RE3 Remake, alright? Say what you want about the game, story and all that, but the soundtrack went fucking hard. Like, all the remade music was amazing. Loved it. Yeah. When he's in Nightmare and Inferno difficulty, Nemi is definitely formidable. Like, the dodge mechanic, if you get really good with the dodge mechanic, which I have, like, I can dodge most, like, the majority of his moves. What else can I say? I'm talking only about Nemi here. Characters. Right, Carlos. I like Carlos. Carlos is great. We have Tyrell. More story on Tyrell rather than the original, where it's just one scene. Nikolai, again, a different take, but he's still a fucking bastard, Nikolai. But I like him. I like his portrayal. Carlos did a good job. Jeff Shine, that's his name. Jeff Shine played Carlos. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he was good. He was really good. Like, Jill Valentine's voice actress did a good job too. She did a pretty good job. I liked her, I liked her portrayal. Camera, there's also some issues with the camera in 3 as well. Like, when you're doing the acid Nemi fight, it keeps zooming in and zooming out and stuff, and it's really annoying. It's very reminiscent of RE6. Annoying camera syndrome. But again, I think that's just due to because they didn't have enough time with the game. I think they didn't get enough time to cook with 3. They could have waited another year, because RE3 came out the year right after RE2, when they should have had like another year of just adding stuff. And yeah, I love the hospital. The hospital is definitely one of my favorite sections with Carlos. The siege section is good. It can be annoying though on replays, like if you're playing the game a lot, but obviously that game isn't designed so that you just keep playing the game over and over again. But that's what you should do when you think about it, that's what you should be doing, making every section as fun as possible. I just hate that, like, the zombies in the hospital section all look really blurry and stuff, the ones in the background that don't come in. I like the hospital section a lot with Carlos. I think that's actually the most well done part of the game. I think I've covered everything. Story, characters, music. Yeah, and obviously we have to like mention like Inferno, Nemi, the final Nemi with his ridiculous speed and fast. Like, that section is just 100% bullshit, just put in there to be bullshit. It's just designed to troll you. Still, like, I still enjoy the game, like, every now and again, it's fine. It's just not as replayable as RE2 Remake. Alright, what's next? Resistance. I don't think it's terrible, but it's not great. Like, it was fun when it came out. What pissed me off is I couldn't get into, like, killer games a lot of the time. It just wouldn't let me in. I had to play survivor-only games. Also, it died pretty quick as well. They didn't really add any content. All they added was, like, Nikolai, I think. And Nemi, which was cool, because you can play as Nemi, but it didn't save it much, you know? They were trying to make something to rival Dead by Daylight, and they didn't, because, you know, they didn't keep supporting it. I don't know if they just didn't listen to fans or what. It was fun though, because it's basically just like an asymmetrical game where you're like 1 killer and 4 survivors. I'm not sure what else to say about that. Village is next, but do I want to say anything else about Resistance? There's not really much to say. There's an area in there that's obviously that they used for RE3 Remake. Yeah, Resistance is done. We don't care about that. No amount of time. Okay, Village. I like Village. It's very, very far away from Resident Evil, but I do like Village. I'd say it's in great games. I'd say. Do I prefer it over 7? That's actually tricky to say. I do like it, but it's a very long game and some sections are annoying. I do like how it finishes Ethan Winter's story and stuff. Oh, we have Shadows of Rose. Oh, we can put that right in here. We don't even have to explain that. That is absolutely terrible. It's not worse than Umbrella Corps, but it is terrible. Mostly because I hate the character. I fucking hate the character. Also, I just don't like Shadows of Rose. It's just, I don't care about you. I don't care. I care more about Ethan than this one. Maybe just above 5. It's like in between here. Like, these are kind of flip-flop. I probably prefer, well, actually no, I might prefer to play Village over 5 actually. Because Village, like 5 is a long game. A lot of the voice actors were from RE3 Remake, so I feel like they were working on Village at the same time, obviously, as RE3, and they put out RE3 first, naturally. They just reused the same voice actors, like Jill's voice actors in it. Carlos' voice actor is Chris. You know, Heisenberg is the same as Nikolai's voice actor. They have lichens and vampires and stuff. Lady D's in it, which was a big fucking deal at the time, because the internet was obsessed with Lady D before the game came out. Even though it led to her just only being a bit part in the game. She was only like about a third, a fourth of the game, and then she was gone. Can I have you as Leon's voice actor? I don't know, I'm not that good, I don't think. I like replaying it. It's not as replayable as like 4 Remake or 2 Remake or anything like that, but it's still fun, like every now and again. Just trying to think, what's the most thing? Like some of the inputs in the game, a problem I have with the game is the inputs. Sometimes the inputs lag like fuck. When you're trying to pick up something, it misses it, or when you're trying to like confirm something real quickly, it just takes its time and does like a second or two. It can be really frustrating. Like it's definitely similar to like the RE3, because it has some similar input issues with like when you're trying to pick up items and things. Leon McKennedy. Ooh, I gotta put RE4 on the top spot. I love RE4 Remake. It's not as good as the original, obviously, but it's up there. I mean, obviously we're just gonna put Separate Ways. Separate Ways is really good though. I actually think I put Separate Ways above normal game, because Separate Ways is just peak fucking Ada Wong, man. She looks so good in that. I know the voice acting not as good as it could be, but I still love the story. I love the cutscenes with her attitude. I do like it a lot. I do like it a lot. Even though like I'm with most people and say that her voice acting is very lackluster compared to like, you know, Leon or Krauser or other people in the game, but like I still really enjoy the character and I really enjoyed that story because I just finished it today, so it's fresh as could be. All the stuff that she does, she's friggin' cool. Like, she's Ada Wong, man. I love how Village has different sections for the children of Mother Miranda. I think that's a cool concept. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, I do like that. Like, there is the different styles, like the factory with Heisenberg and all his mechanical Borg-like enemies. Moreau is a very small section, but that makes sense because he's like an underwater enemy. There wasn't really much that they could do extra for him, and probably because like the game was already long enough. Lady D's castle section is easily my favorite because I just love the environments and I love fighting the daughters and fighting Lady D herself is pretty cool. Like maybe not the actual boss fight of Lady D, but like wander around the castle and shooting her like is kind of fun. Her boss fight, it can be annoying as hell, but who am I missing? Benevento? Yeah, that's the section that drags it down a bit. On replays, like the House Beneviento is literally the same thing every time. You can't change how that. You always have to do the baby section the same way and the puzzles the same way. It's very boring section, especially when I was speedrunning it. Like, I didn't like it on replays constantly. Like, all the other sections were okay because, you know, you could kind of change how you played or update how you played. That is cool though. It is cool. And then the Chris section is cool as well. Like, I like playing as Chris at the end. It is a very, like I said the other day when I was playing it, it's disjointed though, because sometimes it's very strange, like they just add on the Chris section, you know, at the end. It's bizarre, like. And then, like I said, Shadows of Rose, I hate. And maybe it's not absolutely terrible, but it's not great. Like Gaiden is definitely better than that. Fucking hell. It's just the superpower stuff. I get it that like she's inside the crystal in the story and she has all her abilities and stuff, but it's just like I just don't care about her enough. She's just a new character and it's just not interesting to me. Yeah, Chris does look pretty cool in that game too. Like, Chris looks pretty cool. He's got his own squad as well. You better leave it alone, Ethan. You are in the way. It's fine. It's just nothing spectacular. Like, I wouldn't have minded if you like started off, or if the DLC for Village was with Chris and you were just playing sections of Village around Ethan and just fighting other enemies, you know. I'll get rid of my countdown. My countdown on the bottom left of the screen will be gone, unfortunately. Anyway, that is my list, I think. Do I want to change anything? I'm pretty happy with the top row. I probably would put actually Separate Ways above RE1 Remake just because I love Separate Ways that much. It's, to me, sometimes I think, okay, story first, and then second important factor is replayability. Like, if I'm gonna play this game, would I play it more than this other game? Would I play this game more than other game? I'd play 2 definitely. 4, I'd play 3, I'd play 2, I'd play 1, I'd play 4, play 1 remake, I'd play 4 easily. Code Veronica, yeah, I would play that. Village, yeah. Before this, yeah. Okay, Director's Cut is kind of rammed in there for some weird reason. I would say Mercenaries is fine. I'll just put it, I don't know, I'm just gonna put it there even though I haven't played it. And that's this list. I wonder how that compares to my list from last year. I feel like it's definitely going to be different to my list from last year. All right, that's the list there, folks. Take a good look. Tell me what you think of it. And for anyone watching this afterwards in the video in the comments, what is your favorite or top 5, top 3? You don't have to list them all out now, but yeah. I know everyone's going to be different. We already know that. I appreciate you all, though, for joining me today for the stream. What are your takes? RE6? Yeah.
BigBossIncarnate. 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 BigBossIncarnate.